Welcome to 5 Minutes, your quick dive into the wide-ranging world of insurance, technology, and leadership. I'm Miguel Edwards, and I'll be your guide as we explore these topics that are transforming not just the insurance industry, but the business world at large. Along with sharing observations I've made over the span of my career in insurance, technology, and operations, I'll be chatting with some of the brightest minds in business and leadership. Whether you're a seasoned executive or a rising star, an industry expert, or just curious about how technology is revolutionizing insurance, this is your perfect spot for your weekly dose of insights. This is 5 Minutes. Dennis Lee, thanks so much for joining me here. Another episode here of 5 Minutes, insurtech Hartford Symposium 2025. What are you looking to get out of the event this year?
Yeah, reconnecting with old friends, learn about new innovations, and look for partnership opportunities.
Awesome, fantastic, and this is definitely the place to do it. So, you've had Dennis an incredible career. There's a question I ask everybody who's been in the industry for a while: how did you get your start in insurance? It's usually an interesting story, so I wanted to throw it out. Just see how you go.
Very few people actually plan to go to insurance. We all stumble across it. My background: I'm actually an actuary.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just actually kind of a good blend of math, business, and I was risk averse at that time, so that's a good career for me, and loving it since then. Actuarial path took me to, many different opportunities. Now I'm actually working on distribution.
Okay.
Right, so really had my career span across a life insurance value chain, so very interesting and very rewarding so far.
Fantastic. Yeah. And so remind me, just in terms of from a career perspective, you've been mostly on the E&S side, or?
Oh, I'm actually on the life insurance side, so I'm the rare breed in this conference.
You're the rare breed. Matter of fact, I did meet one other guy from New York Life today, but so there's you got a couple of folks in there. So you're mostly on the life insurance side, and talk to me a little bit about some of the challenges. I spent 6 years as a life CIO.
Okay.
It seems like we've been dealing with the same challenges for a really long time.
Of course.
Are you seeing anything on the horizon that's going to change that and propel our industry forward?
Yeah. Actually, I was just speaking about it during the panel. So I think, if you look at life insurance product, it hasn't really changed for decades.
Right.
So the question is why?
Exactly.
And I was just talking to the audience that, it's hard to get customer feedback. Life insurance customer discovery is super challenging. Go on the street, ask people about life insurance.
Right.
Try that, and you'll get interesting reaction. Or if you do what they call a pay group survey, is pretty biased. So how do we solve that problem, right? Otherwise, the product's not going to change. So, we see that now there's alternative channels, new distribution channel emerges.
Okay.
A lot of digital solution want to partner with life insurance. Great place to get real customer data for carriers to take it back to actually build product for a specific channel, right?
Okay.
And also, when you think about the product development cycle for carriers, that got to change too. That's 1 to 2 years, very robust. I was an actuary, I did pricing, It's very, very rigid. So I think customer feedback will need to change. Maybe that can be solved by distribution, but then on the carriers end, they have to rethink how to develop product in a more agile way. And I think that's the next big opportunity.
One of the things that I think about a lot is, you think about all of the financial instruments that are out there that impact life insurance. And, I guess typically, we think about a lot of the fixed income investing that a life insurance company can do. As you're thinking about the dislocation in the bond market that recently occurred, as you're thinking about the advent of additional financial instruments, is that going to drive potential innovation in our industry, do you think?
I think it drives different type of opportunity. In the past few years, because of the macroeconomic environment, we see explosion of annuities, right?
Yeah.
But now I think the market is very unpredictable, let's say. So what would that lead to? I don't know. I think there will be new life insurance product for sure. Customer definitely needs some safe haven, on behalf of Amplify Life, right? We focus more on cash value insurance, index universal life, which is a great solution for a segment of customers.
Right.
So I think, now we're getting to highly personalized kind of era in terms of product, right?
Yeah.
We got to really think about from the customer point of view, what do they need? What segment customer you need? And kind of reverse engineer and build the products. And, depending on where the macroeconomic is at that time, there'll be opportunities.
Yeah, got it. Pivoting back to distribution, I've always heard that life insurance in particular is one of those products that, it's sold, it's not bought, right? And we've been predicting the death of the IA or the independent agent for a while, and we're going to go direct to consumer. Are you seeing any of that changing, whether it's because of a demographic shift, whether it's the advent of technology? Are you seeing distribution going more closer to the consumer?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think, right, if you look at how life insurance distribution landscape have changing, consolidation is happening at a very rapid pace, which brings technology to enable advisor, right? So I definitely don't think advisor going to go away.
Okay.
Right? I think their model will be more efficient, which benefit customer. But also, I believe digital channel, like what we do, is going to increase market share as well. We're not competing with each other in my view. Okay. We're addressing very different customer segments. Right. We're accommodating very different engagement preference, right? We targeting middle market, which I call it awkward middle, right? Because the top level producer doesn't want to address it.
Right.
And they are savvy enough not to fall prey from these like sort of MLL based, like the multi-level marketing type of agents. So they're savvy enough to do their own diligence. They want to drive their own journey. So, for them, I think what we offer, digital or hybrid channel, is a great solution.
Digital, and what'd you say, hyper channel? Hybrid channel. So is that is where we've got technology that is kind of creating an introduction, and then there's a shift to the IA?
Yeah, depending on, we have captive agents in-house, right? Okay. But we don't have a standardized journey. So everyone see a little bit different. Obviously, it's not, there is some cutoff point that we, introduce advisor, but essentially we want to make sure we involve human at the highest leverage point, right? After the policy is approved, right? A lot of time people are confused why the pricing is this way, not the other. Highest leverage point, build trust, right? And it also doesn't require the advisor to stay on the phone for like an hour. Right. So it frees up their time, invest the resource in the right place, and help us scale.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.